Back, Boxing Clinic and more. It's your boy CJ Goodfellow. Y'all know we do more than boxing. Talking about LeBron James. We're going to have a preview show coming up tonight. Hopefully, we get to the live stream in about 30 minutes from now. We can get to it about 7 o'clock. Stay on in a minute talking about Game 7, Cavaliers and Celtics. Probably talk about the Warriors and Houston Rockets, Game 7. And, we back. And tonight, this would probably be the most organic Game 7, the organic game of the playoffs, period. I say that because, the refs probably going to call it pretty much straight down the middle. Let's say they want LeBron to win, which I don't know why it would really matter because whoever win this game is probably going to get their ass whooped in the finals anyway. But my whole premise on this is the simple fact that Kevin Love, should not be used as an excuse tonight for LeBron James. No way, no how. And I say that on the strength of this. It's because Boston is missing Kyrie and Gordon Hayward. So ain't nobody made no excuses for them. So, can't use Kevin Love as an excuse. But not only that, the whole narrative of this whole playoff has been, LeBron ain't had no help. He ain't had no help. And Kevin Love has been putting up solid and decent numbers this playoff series. And part of that's because, Kyrie is not there to take shots and handle the ball and try to compete with LeBron for dribbles and shots. So he kind of can move into that second option type of category, for Kevin Love I'm speaking of. But I look to have LeBron have a good performance tonight. And if he doesn't, it's going to be the narrative that he was tired and Kevin Love was hurt and the Cavaliers didn't have enough firepower, this and that. But I say that to say this, man. At the end of the day, man, we got an argument with a whole bunch of LeBron lovers, man. And I understand that this is y'all generation, Michael Jordan for these young guys. But, for the old heads that remember what Mike was about, that he was a real trill dude when they talk about holding it down in the playoffs, and they really knew what trials and tribulations that Mike went through to get to the point that he got to winning 3 in a row, then 3 in a row again. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself to compare this man to Michael Jordan. It's no comparison. He's a great player, LeBron James, and a phenomenal player off the court, better off the court than Michael Jordan can ever have dreamed of. But let's keep it real, man. People say, Jordan was swept 2 times, in the playoffs. Yeah, but, did LeBron make it his rookie year? No. Jordan was swept his rookie year, and his team had a top 3 pick. It was nobody on that team but Craig Hodges, I believe. Then he ran into the 86 or the 86 Celtics at one point. That's arguably the greatest team of all time. And they be like, he didn't play anybody in the playoffs. Are you crazy? He played the Celtics damn near every year. Every year. With Bird and fucking McHale and Parrish and all those guys over there. Then he ran into the Pistons. Great team. That was a team that actually destroyed the Celtics in the Laker rivalry. They whooped both of their asses. So just on that 80s into the early 89-90 period, LeBron and Jordan had just them playoff runs he had then. LeBron has never went through a run like that. If he did all the acting and fouling and flopping and tired and being hurt, he'd have never made it through that. And people say, Jordan had so much help. Where? It was Pippen. He wasn't a great scorer. He was a great all-around player and one of the greatest perimeter defenders of all time. Horace Grant for a minute. John Paxson. Those wasn't star-studded teams, man. In 1996, it was Rodman. It was It was Rodman, Pippen, Jordan, Ron Harper. After the knee injury, he wasn't nothing. So Jordan didn't have all this great help that people said. The difference between Jordan and LeBron, a lot of LeBron teams, was the fact that Jordan and his compadres defended. LeBron didn't defend. He don't defend. Never been a great defender. Especially on ball, he ain't had no comparison. You never hear Michael make the comments that LeBron made, me. Oh, I didn't have enough help. Me. You know what I'm saying? So I say this to say that, man. I say that to say this. Whatever he does tonight, he does it. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if he go out there and score 80, they lose. It ain't that day the Cleveland lost. LeBron lost too. Again, he lost to a team that was missing their top 2 players. Top 2. They're missing top 2 players. Kyrie and Gordon Hayward. However you want to slice the pie. He couldn't beat this team. And it ain't the point that he didn't have no help. He got plenty help. Jordan Clarkson was looked at as a sixth man of the year. I remember he won on a string of like 30-plus, 40-point games this year with the Lakers. Rodney Hood was scoring 17 points a game. Larry Nance was a double-double machine in L.A. I watched the Lakers all the time. You feel me? He was a good player. Kevin Love was a double-double machine. You know what I'm saying? When people say, well, he can't. He did that on a bad team. It don't matter. He's capable of it. LeBron don't never consistently give it to Kevin Love on the block and let him work out. Or they don't run plays for Kevin Love. Everything is LeBron, isolation or pick and roll LeBron. Everybody got to play off LeBron. Can't nobody just do their own thing. LeBron just can't, cut to the basket and let somebody find him for once. He got to have the ball to be ball dominant. There's no secret that people go play with LeBron and they got career lows and they don't play the same. J.R. Smith, he was decent in Denver. I don't know what he was doing in New York, but he was decent at one point in time. These guys can't get into rhythm because LeBron doesn't let nobody hold the ball. So if all you got to do with LeBron is supply him with knockdown shooters that can catch and shoot. Catch and shoot. That's all he need. Because he don't want to let nobody handle the block. That's why Kyrie left. So if he lose tonight, he lose tonight. You know what I'm saying? It's game 7. It will be no surprise. I don't hear no excuses. Oh, he ain't had Kevin Love and he ain't had this. And then at the end of the day, that wasn't no excuse in the first round, second round, or the third round. It was people saying he was the greatest of all time. He doing this and that through this weak-ass Eastern Conference. And then when he get to the Celtics, which is a team that ain't even fully powered, it's all these excuses now. There's no excuses. He's 3-5 in the finals, and he about to lose the Eastern Conference Finals tonight. I'm rolling with the Celtics. I picked the Celtics in 7. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know how we do TBC and more. Guess what? We gone.